It's very difficult to get a good shot of Osaka Castle because it's just so freaking big. Welcome to Japan! It's a new day, new hotel kimono. I want to talk to you guys about social interaction in Japan because I've been trying to figure them out all week. And I feel like living in Belgium has prepared me for this. Because the cultures feel a little similar. Both cultures are context-based, highly indirect, conflict avoidant. So yeah, context-based. There's lots of rules that change upon the context where you are. So it's very much like a read the room situation. Although for them it's probably more clear because they know the rooms. You can't talk to people in the street, but because that would be rude. But if at night I go to have dinner in an izakaya, which is like a Japanese version of a pub, then yeah, I can have a conversation with a stranger, no problem. Context. The indirectness and conflict avoidance come up, basically create lots of small talk. It's very much a small talk society, and even also in the izakaya, you end up having a lot of small talk, which is very normal. Like that's also what we do in Belgium. We're a small talk nation. They're also very polite. We try to just be pleasant and create a nice atmosphere. So that also makes sense. But then there's like a special third thing that Japanese society has that we don't have, which is Omotenashi. Very intense hospitality. When I was in my previous hotel, they would call the elevator for me, and then I would get in, and then they would bow very, very deeply until the elevator doors were completely closed. So it was very long, awkward interaction for me, at least. But that's Omotenashi. Like with all of these layers that are going on, you can start to ask yourself, like, if I go to an izakaya and have a great time, is that like context-based? Is it politeness? Is it omotenashi? Is it genuine moments? And the answer is yes. All of them. At once. The context is there because you're allowed to talk to strangers in an izakaya. You're being very hospitable because there's this lost tourist and, obviously she needs someone to talk to. You're being a good host. And you're being very polite because you're going to ask a lot of small talk questions like, oh, where are you from? How do you like Japan so far? And all of that mix also allows for genuine moments to come up. Yesterday I went to an izakaya and we talked about what brings us happiness in life. That's a pretty intense topic, right? So yeah, all of these things sort of come together to create nice moments. But it helps to know which layer is which. It's a very classic experience as a language learner to come to Japan and then people will tell you Nihongo jouzu, which means your Japanese is very good. But your Japanese is not very good. Your Japanese sucks. At least mine does. But they're just being polite. Like, it's just, filling up space. So I also gave the small talk answer and I said, Skoshi no Nihongo hanashimasu, demo benkyou shimasu. I only speak a little Japanese. I'm trying to learn. And then we've had like a pleasant little small talk interaction. That's all it is. And I had a nice conversation in the Shinkansen with a lady who spoke no English whatsoever. She would still pull my sleeve to show me Mount Fuji when it came into view. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Not overhyped. An amazing mountain. So beautiful. And then we had a little conversation on a train in Japanese, which I completely butchered and misunderstood. But it was like, again, a moment of omotenashi and politeness that allowed for us to have this nice little interaction. I'm not sure where I'm going. I'm mostly just thinking out loud about how all these layers interact and how I should interact with them. And I feel really happy that I discovered the izakaya loophole so quickly, like on day 2. Because if I hadn't, I think I would have been a lot lonelier in Japan. And then it's nice to know how the rules work, so you can also participate and get these moment of contact. And thanks for watching these movies, by the way, because it also helps with not feeling so outside of space and time and so discombobulated. Thank you. Ski ski.
Then I went to like a English language meetup with 30 people, which was quite fun. And I had dinner in an izakaya where the owner put up a little Dutch house to make me feel at home. And he gave me a book about my next destination.